Were you aware of anyone else trying to? You said you thought you knew somebody was throwing chairs, but I mean, were you aware of anybody else that was trying to involve themselves in the situation and try to bring it under control?
I'm not consciously aware. Put it that way. I don't know if anybody did anything else, because all I saw was the girl running towards me. And they really, if you know the setup for Bertucci's, you have
Been there many times.
The waitress section, and then you have a section where they walk down to go to get their the drinks from the bar, and then there's the bar. Well, we were the third and fourth seat in at the bar. So she had a straight line to me. There were no tables around where she was running down towards me. There was kind of straight, clear server section area that she was running straight for me. So I was the one person that she could see, like, helped me.
Have you spoken to her since then?
Oh, no. She's in the hospital. But I did speak with her family through Facebook.
Is she okay?
They say she's doing great.
And she was pregnant, right?
Yes, she is.
And the baby's okay?
Yes, they is.
Yeah.
2 lives are saved, was what the sister told me.
Wow.
So that's
because of you and your husband.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a tragic thing, but that is fantastic that both of them are okay. It makes me feel so much better.
Have you had a chance to speak to the deputy sheriff at all?
No.
I know all of this will probably happen over time.
Yeah, my house has been pretty busy. My phone's been blowing up. George's phone's been blowing up. It's been pretty busy.
Sure, and I bet Jim Creed's phone has been... when did you learn his identity and who he was, and that the nurse was his wife and all of that?
The nurse told me that night.
Okay.
That night when she was treating George. She told me that who she was, and I couldn't remember whether she said wife or husband or girlfriend. But then she said that she was a nurse at Taunton, and that she would make sure that she looked for my husband, and looked for me when I got there. And but actually, we didn't know where he was being taken, because they told us he was being med-flighted to Boston. So my ex-husband and my son picked me up and took me in the car to go towards Boston, because they said I couldn't go in med-flight. So last I knew, George was in the ambulance and at the Galleria, and we started driving towards Boston, because I wanted to get to the hospital and meet them there in the ER, and I didn't know what hospital. So I called the Taunton Police Department. I said, "Can you tell me what hospital?" And they didn't know, and they said they couldn't find out, but they were going to call me back. So then they called me back probably 5-10 minutes later, and they said, "We believe he was taken to Taunton. You should try there." And I know this was because the whole night was chaotic. We had everything going on over at Myrick Street, and that poor family, and all the people that were hurt in Macy's, and then everything going on there. I understand the chaos of it, but I got very angry, because how do you not know where my husband is? And so I knew when they told me that he was probably at Taunton, meant that he was dead. Meant that he didn't make it, because they would have been able to med-flight him. But he got just so bad that Taunton was the closest emergency place to take care of him. So I knew before he got there.
You've been to this restaurant how many times? Many times?
Oh,
dozens
God, yeah.
of times?
Anytime we went to a movie, we went there first.
Yeah.
It was our routine.
And you ever imagine in your wildest dreams going into the Galleria Mall? I mean, we see these things on TV all the time, and we see schools, we see malls, we see the violence that's become so common in our society today. You ever think about this happening, this kind of thing happening?
Around us? No. Absolutely not. No.
It was a safe zone. You felt safe there.
We always felt safe. I mean, I still felt safe around George every day. I mean, he was everything. I mean, he would never let anything bad happen to me if he were around.